Well, hi guys. It's Melinda Fargus, and I'm coming to you this morning from my kitchen. And I wanted to share with you what I spent 3 days, really more like 6 days, with the 10X program. The 10X concept is golly, we have a life, and wouldn't you 10X it if you could? Wouldn't you 10X your health? Just walk outside, do more things, 10X your business, 10X your side hustle, all kinds of things. And AI is just cooler than I thought. So I'm going to jump right in to this presentation. These are my takeaways. Man, I could write a book. I actually did. It looks like write a book. I took like 27 pages in in a little more than a week. It was so dynamic and so affected me. I hope that it does something for you. Let's see. How do I get to the next page? Oh, I wasn't supposed to go to the end. Hold on. Ah. Okay, with AI, you have to realize that there are hiccups. Okay, here it comes. Oh, there we go. All right, now I found out how to do it. I am a solopreneur. I'm doing this all myself. I have learned everything that you see in the last 60 days. I have spent the money to do what I thought was best to grow my businesses. And these are some things you can take away because they'll help you grow your business too. Okay, here we go. This was the final drop. This was the final Grant Cardone growth conference. And it was a big deal. Everybody sitting in those seats paid at least $2,000 a piece to be there. Me, I didn't pay nearly that much. And I upgraded to VIP so that I got a lot of the extras that they offered. But it was explosive. They had pyrotechnics. They had awesome speakers. I mean, from when he brought Eric Trump out, I just about fell over. I don't know the person. I don't follow the person, but it just says something about the rank of people that he brought. A guy flew in from Australia who is a multi-billionaire just to share the 10X mindset of go from where you are right now. And maybe you're not a 10X today. It's Saturday. Maybe you're a 1X. You know, one of my friends, Dick O'Donnell, he will say, just improve yourself 1% today in one area and tomorrow 1% in another area. Well, Grant Cardone thinks that you should 10X everything. If you can, why not? It was live from Las Vegas, the MGM Grand Arena. It was super cool. I will do more later, but I'm trying to make this short, and you know how I talk a lot. All right, the vibes from Vegas. It was like, what happens in Vegas should be implemented, not just learn this and go away. So I'm not going to learn it and go away. I am going to be 65 this year, and I think seniors should know this stuff. Everybody has got a side hustle, it seems like, of something. And these tools are free. You just have to know how to access them and how to use them together. I did this whole presentation over from scratch this morning, what you're seeing right now. You know the energy when you're around like-minded people. Well, these were a bunch of creators. And then because we were VIP, I went into a Q&A time with every one of these speakers, every one of them. Now, there was more than 100,000 people online, but what I learned just from the chat was worth every dime I paid. Okay, Grant Cardone was on stage and there were fireworks, celebrity speakers. The energy was wild, sometimes a little too wild. His 15-year-old daughter, who's been speaking on stage with him since she was 10, got kind of heckled. And she doesn't look that age. She looks like she could be 18, 20. And some guy said, "I love you." And he came to the stage and he said, "You don't love her." And he did. He dropped a few GD bombs in the day. And while he gives his interpersonal life to say, "I'm a Christian, God helps me through this," I asked him questions because he gives me answers. I can't dispute that, but I know you're not supposed to say GD. You're just not supposed to damn the Lord's name. So let's go to something else. I'm sorry. I'm a preacher's kid. I apologize. Okay, takeaway 1 was obsessed to interested. If you go down the rabbit hole of AI, just chat GPT, you can get obsessed in that rabbit hole. You don't need to dabble in domination. If you master AI, your next move could be massive. I will help anyone do one promotional ad piece for Instagram, YouTube, whatever you're doing. I will do one for you for free, just to show you what I learned. The skills that it takes are okay, but the skills with a knowledgeable AI-assisted person gives you a hybrid experience. You could copy chat GPT, but I use it as inspiration. I use it not verbatim, but almost. These little icons beside my words, chat GPT did that for me. Okay, takeaway 2, outcreate, don't compete. I should have learned this 25 years ago because I was always competing. Action Travel was voted number 1 18 years in a row. So anyway, now I'm in a different direction. I'm doing travel, but I'm going to focus on things that I want to do for people I want to do them for. There's a lazy fear of AI. My brother was in last weekend, and I told him I was going to do this. And I said, "David, these tools are just so cool. You're an artist. Think of what you could do." And he said, I don't want to mess with AI. And I said, "Why?" And he said, "I think there's a lot of dangers in it." I was really shocked by that. Drop in the comments what your thoughts are. Is that a fear? AI really just takes your ideas and your voice and your vision and compiles it for you. It saves hours and hours worth of what I used to work on modifying things myself. In another live, I will show you what I did first, and then this presentation that AI generated for me that you're watching. Money follows attention. Grant Cardone says if they don't know you, they can't flow you. They can't get that money to you if they don't know who you are. So me, I'm just going to be more present. I've been loving this semi-retirement thing. And the only thing that I do on a consistent basis is my Monday night weekly travel updates show on YouTube. So I want to be more known. Go follow me on YouTube, weekly travel updates. Okay, the more content, the more visibility, the more money. And don't say you don't have time. That's no longer a good excuse. This is going to help you. Speed is the new currency. Take your idea, execute it, and do it fast. Do it that day. It can be done in a day now if you got the right tools. And the tools are free. All right, cut your creation time by 90%. I totally agree with that. When I do these YouTube thumbnails, I spend a minimum of 45 minutes because I want everything to be right. I don't want to put too many pictures. I want to put too much stuff. You'll see that things will simplify because what I like isn't necessarily what everybody else likes. But AI-powered launch plans, content calendars, workflows, they're already set up. You don't have to create the wheel. It's already there. You just have to know how to access it. 10x is a decision. You have to think big. You have to act fast. You have to execute relentlessly. You don't need more time. You need more action. I own Action Travel. I need more action. AI is your tool, and 10x is my new standard. What are you building with it? I didn't modify this. You can see it. It says AI doesn't replace relationships. It enhances them. It takes that person who you're in contact with, and if you want, it puts them into, these are my friends. These are my business contacts. These are my prospects. And it lets you drop stuff to them directly. Guys, this stuff is free. You just need to know how to use it. All right. Pick one AI tool and master it. I'm going to do a freebie on Canva. I've already gone way over 10 minutes. So I know 10 minutes is like people's attention span, but pick one AI tool a week. There's an ad that I see all the time that says, take 1 month away from everything and learn AI and come back and conquer the world. Well, if you make AI content just a thing I have to do, it will make a difference in any business, in any personal relationships that you have. And you reverse engineer what your goals are. And you can do it with ChatGPT, and it helps push you along those steps. I'm building a speed-based system, and I don't want it to slow down. I want to level up because as it does more for me, it allows me more freedom and time. And that's what I want. I want to look professional. I want to be perceived as that person who is in the know. I feel like I am. At the same time, I don't want to do something else and it be a time sucker of me. I'm building this to give me freedom. It is not rocket science. It is trained knowledge. Anyway, thank you for showing up. This is not motivation. It is actually a movement, a 10x movement. I don't agree with everything. He's a different character, but I got so many golden nuggets from every single speaker that he brought. It was phenomenal. I replayed when he interviewed President Trump, when he interviewed Michael Jordan, when he interviewed Shaq. He has had every big name because he's been doing this for 10 years. I want to see you at the top because average is crowded. These tools are learnable. And I thought, okay, I'm going to be a senior this year. I don't want a minute. I'm really going to be a recycled teenager. But I'm going to have a big announcement this week. And you can learn this with me. The best way for me to learn is to teach what I've just been through. And buddy, I have some friends. We have a team who I think is perfect. So stick around my space. Drop me a comment. Say where you're watching from. I really appreciate friends who have shown up for me in the past month. I've learned so much from you. And the confidence level that you have when you have AI in your back pocket, well, it's pretty good feeling. I'm going to be sharing lots of stuff. I would love for you to be in my community. This is going to be a safe AI community. We won't let just anybody in. So thanks, guys. I certainly appreciate it. I hope that you have a fabulous, fabulous Saturday. And ciao.